Okay, hi everybody. It's nice to see so many familiar and unfamiliar faces here. So I'd like to welcome you all to the opening of the Zurich Shakespeare Festival 2016. Very cynical. And although the core of Shakespeare's works are the words, I don't intend to make use of too many words now, since brevity is the soul of wit, as Shakespeare says. So I would like to start by saying a few things about the background of the festival. Well, you might have noticed that we all, those with the badges, look quite young. That's due to the fact that we are. We are, like all the members of the committee, are students from the English department of the University of Zurich, and we're from all levels, BA to MA to PhD. This also means that we are all amateurs. None of us has done anything like this before. The idea was to contribute something to the 125th anniversary of the English department because we all feel as a part of the family there. Well, our contribution got a little out of hand and somehow became this 3 months event on its own, even though it's still wedded to the department's anniversary. This is also why the speech for this bilingual festival is in English, because English department. And considering William Shakespeare was English, it kind of dovetails nicely. So why are we all here? I mean, people from all sorts of backgrounds, maybe even from all sorts of places. Well, some of you might be here because they just wanted to have a fun night out. I guess you could spend your evenings worse than that. So for the rest of us, we're brought together by the magic of language and by the magic of stories. You could say we are kind of united by Shakespeare's ghost, not literally though. The question what makes Shakespeare so fascinating and fantastic has been discussed over the past 400 years, and the answers are various. Is it the stories? Maybe. After all, they are universal, as can be seen in the manifold film adaptations of his plays, such as 10 Things I Hate About You, based on The Taming of the Shrew, or Get Over It, based on A Midsummer Night's Dream. But then again, some of Shakespeare's plays can be seen as adaptations themselves, since the ideas and stories had been floating around before Shakespeare reworked them. However, his rewriting of the stories, thus his plots, and first and foremost, his play with language is what has cast a spell on audiences for the past 4 centuries. 4 centuries, I mean 400 years. Think about that, 400. How many generations are able or were able to enjoy Shakespeare's work on stage? How many have read his plays, his words? And he is still read and performed and seen. We even organized a festival to celebrate his death. I mean, imagine that. It's kind of insane and amazing and maybe a bit macabre because, I mean, we're celebrating his death. But are we celebrating his death? I would rather say we are commemorating his death, his physical one, that is. But what we're celebrating is his survival, the survival of his spirit, of his wittiness, his work, his poetry, and his plays. Basically, we're honoring him for his lifetime achievement. We just don't have an award for him. Instead, we have this festival here in Zurich, and we would like to share some of the Bard's magic with all of you. So let's celebrate. Over the next 3 months, you have the possibility to attend talks about queer Shakespeare or a lecture on Shakespeare today. You can also join readings of plays where you have the possibility to read a character yourself. And the first reading, by the way, is next Monday of The Tempest at the James Joyce Foundation. So you're all invited to come. You can also enjoy plays such as the performance of The Tempest by the Blueprint Masquerades, certainly a highlight of the whole festival, or watch the ballet Romeo and Juliet at the Opera House. You will further be able to experience musical approaches to Shakespeare in our concerts. And finally, in 3 months' time, on the 2nd of July, we will end the festival with a Midsummer Night's Ball. But let's not talk about the end yet, quite yet. It's only the beginning after all. Today, you might discover new sides of Shakespeare in our arts exhibition, which you can actually see here, and with which we would like to invite you to dive into the visual beauty of Shakespeare and exchange thought with our artists, who are also present today. And so it begins. Let pleasure and action make the hours seem short. Also, I would like to encourage you to take a flyer where you have a program overview, and you will also find a brochure right around the corner, and there's a huge bowl, and we would really appreciate some donation for the brochure. And else, enjoy the evening, enjoy the art, enjoy the food and the drinks. Thanks.